Okay, started. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to yet another episode of the Overground podcast. I think there have been some developments. Now we have a very nice AI generated logo for the channel. Uh, Thanks to Chimpy for that one. And seems like we are finally at the end of what has been a crazy international break. I think for once there has been a lot of action because World Cup qualification was on the line. Uh, some like insane games like Ireland winning it against who was it?
Hungary,
Hungary? Soboslai is Hungary, right?
Hungary.
Yeah, uh, and then Scotland winning it in the last, like, dying moments of the game. Kieran Tierney of all people
All
scoring the
people,
winner.
yeah.
It's
I think
absolutely
I think
insane.
the one thing to add about Ireland is that they had two must-win games. First against Portugal, which they won, and then against Hungary, which they won. All five goals scored by Troy Parrott. Insane, like
Wow,
insane,
wow.
insane. And Troy
Yeah,
Parrott was another story about Troy Parrott is that he uh, is a Tottenham academy player, tried staying there, waited for his time. A lot of FPL folks who would have played over the yesteryears would have seen a Troy Parrott at 4.5 million
yeah.
forward who everybody wanted to put them as a bench fodder. Goes to Eredivisie, AZ Alkmaar, scoring at the rate of one goal every two games. And he's the hero for Ireland as things stand. I think they're going to play it after 27 years. And it's quite crazy. Quite crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Insane. I mean, someone is playing after 27 years, and you have more crazy stories in a country like Curacao, which has literally 1,55,000 odd people as their country's population. To put it in context, that's like the number of people you find on Andheri station on any weekday at 9 a.m. It's insane. Like some things, and yeah, I mean it can be a combination of whatever expat players they get and so on and so forth. But like just to qualify for the World Cup is insane.
Massive. Yeah, it's massive. It's a
Yeah, yeah,
it's going to be quite fun. I think the last round of playoffs is going to happen in March, uh,
yeah.
where Ireland is going to face Italy, and then I think the Czech Republic are also playing in one of the playoffs as well. So
Yeah.
it's going to be quite interesting to see. Uh, and on that note, I don't know if you guys read Arne Slot's comments during his press conference, where he
Hmm.
talks about Hungary playing for the better part of 2 years very, very well, but then not qualifying for the World Cup. But then I think it was Sweden, Isak's Sweden, who had 1 point across 6 games and then wasn't able to get through. I'll just share that quote as well,
Okay.
so that
Okay.
you guys are also aware. But again, again, it's Lord trying to make everything about himself, I feel. Okay, I'll read it exactly what he said. Alexander
Yeah.
Isak with Sweden has 1 point out of 6 games in the group, and they still have a chance to reach the World Cup because they won Group C of the Nations League. Meanwhile, Soboslai's Hungary played 2 good years of football, picked up quite a lot of points, but has no
Hmm.
chance to qualify anymore. But luckily, he's used to disappointments lately here with this club. Ha 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 ha.
Why why has
Megalo,
Slot become like this? I don't
megalomaniac,
even.
We had
Yeah,
decided
megamind.
yeah.
not to comment on slot in this pod.
Yeah,
All right, but with that international break wrapped up, I think what's coming next is a flurry of games.
Yes,
We are in that part of the season where we can safely call it potentially like phase two of the season.
yes,
Probably the busiest, probably the craziest part of the season before we get to the like the tail end of the season. And in this like You have no international breaks, no more people going out and randomly getting injured again, which we'll talk about much more in today's episode. But then, yeah, getting back to business, shall we just get
No,
back to our business
before we
then?
start, yeah, before we start, I would like to close off your segment of that with a Pep Guardiola quote, which says, "The season starts today. Transfer window and three international breaks are behind us. Now we have no international breaks until March. So now the season really starts.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Newcastle does some help for all of us."
All right, let's get right into it. I know last week we did a bunch of results coverage going over what happened in the week before. So let's dive right into predictions for the upcoming game week,
Yes.
starting with Burnley facing Chelsea at home. Yeah, what are the thoughts here? Seems like Chelsea win is pretty much a given based on the predictions. But like my quick 2 cents on this, I think we've covered this earlier. I just feel like Burnley are good at home. They're a good team. Scott Parker coaches his team well, but yeah, I just feel Chelsea have too much firepower for this game.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I hope this is the final. This is finally the game where Enzo shows up.
Yeah.
I really hope so. If not this, then I don't really know what exactly have I gotten myself into by getting him in my team. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a thumping, a good start to the Premier League week or the set of fixtures that's going to come running through, and
Hmm.
hopefully all my players from this fixture score.
Only one thing is like we will be
Yeah.
having I think versus Arsenal in the Champions League in the mid game week. So there might be like it's on Wednesday night. So yeah, it's like still 2 3 days before the game happens. But there might be one or two rotations given the fitness and given the Maresca's plan for the Champions League game. So I'm just worried on that piece of it. But otherwise, it looks like a easy win for Chelsea.
Who do Chelsea play in the Champions League? I'm not able to recall. I know it's a big fixture again.
Hmm. It is
Who
more
do
or
they play?
less same team only, nothing like a big
No, no,
match.
no. Who their
Oh,
opponents?
Barcelona, Barcelona.
Barca. Yeah, I remember it being a big game.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's why.
that's gonna be a fun one
They
again.
can bench one or two good players for other Champions League game, but this for this one they will go full strength. So
Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. And what's the news on Cole Palmer? When is
it's
he
a
expected to be
funny
back?
one. He apparently injured his toe in some home accident, some slip or something at home. So there's again no clear cut date by what time he'll be back. So it just avoid for at least 2 3 weeks
This
till we
feels
get.
like one of those Rio Ferdinand stretching to reach the remote and pulling his knee kind of injuries. It's quite crazy, guys. Somebody, I don't know what he did to accidentally break his toe. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Seems insane. But yeah, all right. Moving to the next one, Bournemouth West Ham. Seems like we have all
All
three
three
predictions here,
players.
Somebody's gonna get it right.
and clearly, we expect both sides to score. I think it's more due to West, like Bournemouth being a bit leaky, that West Ham are expected to score, and Bournemouth being so good attacking wise that they are always expected to score.
Yeah.
But I think let's start off this one with the big question mark on Semenyo. Where are we on that one?
I'll give it a try. So there were a lot of rumors earlier that okay, he's actually good. He is not injured. He was involved in the celebration after the international match, and then he came back and then he proposed to his girlfriend. So he's engaged now. So it was all planned, and he's all well and fit to play. But again, Ariola has not given anything concrete, but he has mentioned that is the touch and go. We'll see how he's doing in today's training, and then we'll take a last minute call. So it looks like 80-20 for me right now, like 80% he'll start, but there's a slight possibility that he might miss out. So good to have that at least one good player on the bench if you have many yellow arrows in your team right now.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be precautionary, but see, even though we think of Bournemouth as a very high-scoring team or team which attacks quite a bit, they are unfortunately quite a bit toothless. I don't think they have scored as many goals as we expected them to. Another interesting stat is I read that Semenyo after game week 3 is 155th across FPL in the number of points he scored. So
Not
that's
after
Wow.
game
also
week 3, it must be after game week 9 or something, 8 or 9, right?
uh, cumulatively after game week 3. I'll find that as well.
Uh,
But that was just mind blowing for me. That there is over reliance on Semenyo, but then again, I don't think Bournemouth are also fully clicking from an attacking perspective. So yeah,
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I'd actually want to know like whether I mean 155th seems too much. But
yeah,
yeah, I
I'll find
mean
it.
potentially true. Yeah. But thoughts on the game otherwise, like what do you expect from West Ham, given that all of us expect it to be a close game?
as we
I think West
discussed
Ham are going to
in,
nick it.
sorry.
Sorry, simply. Yeah, go for it.
No,
Sorry.
no, as we discussed last week, right? Like both West Ham and Nottingham Forest are on the upward trend, so we cannot
Yeah.
expect them to be the earlier West Ham where they can just be taken by anyone. But so yeah, some resistance definitely from Nuno's side.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I have
Yeah.
to correct. I have to correct. So since game week 3, it's not points. Semenyo is 155th in the league for non-penalty XGI per 90 with 0.2.
Uh,
Not points, my bad.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's exactly the
But still,
same as
yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. Exactly the sorry for cutting you. Exactly the same as Weaver, Garner, Robertson, Gusto, and Kamada. Robertson, who's only been starting for the last 3 weeks. It's crazy.
Oh, love it. Love it. Nice. All right. So I think Semenyo is a keep for now. Yeah, but have someone who can come in just in case if he
yeah.
decides to be rested. Yeah. Yeah. On to the next one. Brighton playing Brentford. Again, another one of those goal scoring fest, if I may say so, that we expect here. A lot of attacking talent on both sides. Like both teams like to be on the front foot. They've shown like, and I think Brighton are kind of the team that they don't bother so much about conceding a goal. Same as Bournemouth, I'd say. But yeah, what do you expect? And on that note, like one thing that I would definitely want to ask is like thoughts on Thiago, and like we'll come to Isidore as well. But then yeah, is the Brentford forward a target?
You go first, others. I want to
So
check something and then I'll comment. Yeah.
in the meantime, before I go on to Thiago, so Bournemouth are actually 12th on XG across the season till now, across all matches. The only teams below them are Newcastle, Leeds, West Ham, Tottenham, Fulham, Sunderland, Wolves, Villa, and Burnley. Tottenham are actually uh, 14th or 15th actually. Yeah, 15th in the table. So it's quite
We'll
insane.
come to Tottenham, others. We'll come
We'll
to
come
them.
to
We'll
Tottenham.
come
I'm
to
sorry.
them.
Yeah. So I think Thiago, I had already shared what I feel about the particular player in our previous pod. Good player, doesn't get enough volume. Right now in a currently high conversion rate streak, which I don't think he's going to continue his purple patch. So wait and watch. Could be a third attacker, but that's about it. Nothing. Nothing more special about that. Could be a decent Welbeck replacement or a Welbeck alternative. Some people have Haw Pedro. If you want to save some money, Pedro to Thiago could be an option where you can put the money into having Salah for the next 3 4 weeks. But that's about it. Nothing else.
Yeah, but like Voltemada to Thiago is an option, you feel?
No, no, no. So that's what I
I
wanted to
also don't think so.
check. So see, like the numbers are good for Thiago, and like everyone, like he's a talk of the town and etc. But I was just trying to see how many are the penalty goals, how many are the open play goals. So last time Thiago scored an open play goal, if I consider Premier League, it was in 3-1 win over Manchester United. Which was on 27th of September, and as we all know, the United was on the downward trend at that time. So okay, some credit to him definitely, but it might be because of the opposition he is playing also. Then it was a West Ham 0-2 where again Thiago scored, but again West Ham also, it was not under the old manager, right? So they were also not on that upward trend. Then against Liverpool, it's a penalty scored game. Then against Crystal Palace they lost, and then against Newcastle, after the red card he scored a penalty and the 98th
Yeah,
minute goal. So it's
correct.
not that
Exactly.
uh, at least I haven't seen enough for him to get him immediately. Rather, I would focus on United mids who are generating good numbers at the same time on the upward trajectory, and like give him some time. And like, okay, if I'm freeing, I want him in game week 13 for Burnley game, which anyway I'm thinking of freeing. But for Brighton, I don't think I'm getting it. And Brighton has also, I think, two clean sheets back to back in the last two games, so they are also not like a defense to take easy. So
Another way of looking at it is uh, your Thiago is potentially a differential for you. But the so there is upside with him getting him right now. But the flip side is you pass that over getting, let's say, a United attacker like the dilemma Chimpy is currently having. Now, if that doesn't go and the United attacker actually goes or scores a goal or two, similar to quite a lot of United players that has happened previously, the ownership that the United player has is going to get you such a big red arrow that's going to be very, very difficult for you to claw back. So rather, for the next few 3 weeks, given United are an upward trend, there's so many United fans similar to Egyptians who are captaining Salah to wreck FPL. Just go with the flow right now because Thiago right now doesn't give enough case for you to invest in and then see, wait and watch. When the 5 6 transfer comes in game week 15, if he's still on the upside, then get him.
Got
I'm
it. Got
looking at
it.
it.
Seems.
I'm
Mhm.
looking at it. Sorry, I'm looking at it right now as the 3 4 windows where I can maximize. Is there potential of keeping this particular player? Then get him. If not, use the 5 transfers as a wild card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. Thiago is a wait and watch then. All right. On to the next one. Fulham Sunderland. Adarsh, why don't you go first here? You're looking at a uh, solid, comfortable win for Sunderland against Fulham.
The only reason is the latest news about Rodrigo Muniz is that his injury has been slightly more aggravated, and he's going to be out till February, which means that there's going to be an over reliance on Jimenez. Plus, given the physical nature in which Sunderland play from a defensive standpoint, I don't really know if Jimenez will be able to get something out of that particular game. That's from a defensive point of view for Sunderland. As far as their attack is concerned, I really like Isidore as a player, and I think he can cause a lot of troubles for an already weakened Fulham defense. Anthony Robinson is also not going to be there; he's out. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a comfortable win for Sunderland with Shaka bossing it again back to London.
All right. All right. Okay. Chimpy, any thoughts?
no, I think it can go either way, to be honest. Like Fulham, as others mentioned, a lot of player issues there and injuries they are going through. So, but like if the time is with them, they might nick a one goal, and hence I don't think it will be a high scoring one. Even if they win, even if Sunderland wins, I think it
Yeah.
will be 0-1 or something. But it will be a very tight and might be a boring game. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah. Full disclosure, I think I might still sway the scoreline to 1-2 in my Super Brew predictions. So yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence with this one right now. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, I think there is, yeah, for some reason I have like, yeah, some kind of a soft corner for Marco Silva in the team, because I really feel that they can do wonders, but it's just not clicking for them.
Yeah.
They need some luck to go their way. Maybe this is the start. Like a point against Sunderland will be a great one, given how much Sunderland have been in form. But we'll see. We'll see.
Uh, I think, Pranav, I'm now going to put you on the spot. What do you think about the Liverpool Forest game? What are your thoughts?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Because you have
you
only
go
played,
now.
Ah,
you have read
Yeah, you've been
putting
putting both
me.
me and Chimpy
No, no, and
on the spot.
his prediction is Liverpool win. So
yeah. I
By
mean, yeah, like for all the talk about how Liverpool have not been that good, etc., etc., I still feel they are a fine team. I think they can get their shit together. Um, and I'm not saying like it'll be a comfortable, like they can, you know, win extremely comfortably on this one, but yeah, they've got enough firepower to see this through. And it's just again one of those theories, I would say, where a team like Forest going away from home to a rich six team. I don't want to call it big six. The rich six team, they would always sit back, wait for their chance. And then by keeping on waiting, like one goal goes in, they try to fight back, another one goes in, it's already too late. And then they might just nick one back just for the scoreline. But I still feel Liverpool should be able to win this one. And I feel yeah, Salah to go on the score sheet again, which will create ripples in the FPL world. On is Mo Salah back? Question mark.
problem is
So
that
no,
only three
but
gamings
that's
after that before he goes to
yeah.
AFCON. So even if
Of
he's
course,
back,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
definitely, I
so
think if people are free hitting in 13, irrespective he comes back or not in this game week, I think people will get him next week if they are the folks who are on free hit.
so then my question before Chimpy goes in, just to understand why Pranav feels so, given the injuries that Liverpool have right now. When I say specifically their right, there's not going to be a right back for them because both Bradley and
Yeah,
Frimpong are
Sobo
injured.
will play there. Yeah.
Uh, so mostly Soboslai, like Chimpy just mentioned, Soboslai is going to play there. That means that their midfield is going to get into a void because Wirtz is also injured.
Yes,
So how are they
I
going
mean,
to
wait. Is
yes.
exactly?
Worth getting injured a problem for Forest or for Liverpool? I think it's a problem for Forest, given how he's been playing. I'd rather
No, so
have him in the team.
he's actually been decent when he's playing left wing.
Yeah, so
He's
last two
Yeah.
game week
actually,
slot had started him, and he, from the overall team perspective, he has done well. Not from the score, his personal scorecard point of view, but yeah, this is right.
especially because he's allowing Robertson to bomb forward and do whatever he wants to do. Uh, and that's helped. Now that Wirtz is not there, thankfully, as a Gakpo owner, I know for sure that I'm going to get 2 points. I think that's the ceiling right now with Gakpo. But then, given this uncertainty and given this lack of structure, structural issues, do you really think Liverpool are going to run away with it as much as you think it is, given
No, it's
the
not. It's not about running away. I just feel like the way Forest will set up for this game,
hmm,
they have enough. Like sometimes, uh, okay, let's take the example of Arsenal last season.
hmm,
Whenever teams used to sit back in a low block, they didn't have that final creativity spark element, like just individual brilliance, to
yeah,
beat their
correct.
man and go on and take a shot and score.
Hmm,
I feel Liverpool have that in enough amount across players, right?
hmm,
So if Forest approach the game in that particular way, then you can have Ekitike just turning around and scoring. You can have Isak doing something. You can have Salah just, making the left back gazing at the ball and he just scored. So those moments of individual brilliance, and Liverpool have enough and more talent to do that. It's more about the game setup that I feel that Liverpool will win this one.
Mm, fair enough. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, next one. I think as Chimpy has very well established that Wolves are they are one of the teams to target. Seems like it's a 3-0, 2-0, 3-0 scoreline that we expect for Palace here. Yeah, and I think there is enough bias in play with the Palace players that we have in our teams.
Yeah.
But and anything more to talk about here?
Sar and Enzo,
On-
both the owners are like very, very unlucky.
They're
Uh,
waiting with bated
yes,
breath.
yes. For the past 2, 3 game weeks, so I think
Yeah.
the points are due for this game week. Let's see.
It's
I've,
classic Adarsh quote saying that Sar is never the bride but always the bridesmaid.
I've
So
always said it. That's why I've never gone for him. But I've gotten Mateta on a hit ages ago, hoping that he goes on a price increase. I was so scared because I got him so early that he's going to get injured. Thankfully, not yet. So yeah, all things considered, doing well.
yeah, probably he'll have a lasagna tonight and might not feature
Oh
the game.
no.
You never know. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, not much to talk about per se for Wolves right now. But would definitely like to follow how they come up in their new setup under the new manager. What happens with Rob Edwards as the Wolves manager now. So
Mm.
yeah, let's wait and watch what happens there. But
Yeah, I
quickly
just think
moving
it's
on to
too
yeah,
early. I
sorry.
think for Edwards to
Yeah, yeah,
work his magic, it's going to be quite just too a little too early.
yeah. Just by the way, a very random stat. Arteta plugin here. Ex managers who have managed their club and the record for that, Arteta is top of the table with a 1.97 points per game average across his 221 Premier League games as an Arsenal manager. Healthily above everyone else. The list contains the likes of Kenny Dalglish, Kevin Keegan, Rob
Wow.
Edwards, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, all of these people. But yeah, Arteta sits top of that
So,
list.
so this considers Dalglish during his Blackburn era as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
like basically ex-players managing their teams. Like Dalglish managed Liverpool, right, for a very brief period. Kevin Keegan
correct.
managed Newcastle. So
Correct.
Dalglish has very few games as such
Yeah.
in the Premier League era. Yeah,
Okay, in the Premier League era. Got it. Got it.
yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Only Premier League era. Yeah,
Only Premier League era. Got it. Yeah.
yeah.
Because I faintly remember Dalglish with his Blackburn Rovers, and I thought he also played for Blackburn as a player manager, which is why I had that thought. But I don't
Oh,
think he
okay.
did. That's why
But
it's
I
just a
mean,
question.
yeah, no, no. Irrespectively, Arteta is
It's
sitting
crazy.
pretty
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the top
crazy.
of that table. Yeah,
Where are the
yeah.
United fans and the Solskjaer boys?
Shouldn't
Hey,
Pep
by the
also
way,
be
Soldier
there?
doesn't have that bad a record. Just
Yeah,
for
he
the
doesn't.
yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
This is only
Sorry,
Premier
Chimpy,
League
you
you
were
are
saying
only Premier League you're talking
yes,
about. That's why.
yeah,
yes.
Otherwise, Pep would have been there. Okay,
yeah. Pep, fucking 72%
okay.
across 1,000 games is insane.
Yeah.
Like, there's no
I
touching
mean,
it.
by the way, you have Pep, you have Ancelotti, you have Jupp Heynckes, you have all these like stalwarts. You have Cruyff
Cruyff.
himself. Yeah, you have Cruyff himself exactly. Yeah, so you've got a lot on that side. Yeah. All right, on to the next one. Newcastle, Man City.
I think match to
Yeah,
watch for the week. I think
yeah,
for me, yeah, it will be
Same.
exciting.
yeah. I mean, clearly the match to watch out for.
And it's late
Newcastle
in
have
night.
been
I
good
think
at home.
it's at
It's
11 p.m.
11
Right?
p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, good one. Nice.
It's
Too
1:30
late
for me.
for
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
It's Saturday night. It's fine. You can then follow up that with F1 maybe, but no, it will be late.
Wow. Yeah. I have a late night on Sunday as well with Arsenal Spurs kicking off at
Yeah,
12:30.
Oh
So
yeah,
let's see.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but Newcastle Man City proves to be an exciting game. I think amongst the games to pick for the week for sure, in terms of just like for the neutrals to watch, will be interesting to see how Haaland comes back from the international break.
Yeah.
By the way, Norway qualified for the World Cup as well during the
yeah.
break, and
Robot again
if
scored two,
like
three
for
goals. I think.
yeah, yeah. By the way, for people who are on Instagram, like Standerberg made an Instagram reel of just a random cartoon where Odegaard, Haaland, and Standerberg are
Oh yes, yes,
dancing on
yes,
the
yes, yes,
streets.
yes. That was
Oh
enough.
my God, that was so funny, so funny.
I first thought it was somebody, some fan who made that video, but then I realized he posted. I was like, "Fuck!" Oh, what a brilliant meme.
Yeah, yeah. But others, you've gone for a draw. I mean, is it just bias in play here, or is there
Wishful
more?
thinking. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
Properly wishful thinking. Majorly
Yes,
because I think uh, Newcastle away is
it's tough. Yeah.
still one of the toughest fixtures for anybody to go away to. And I'm hoping uh, they're able to show Pep that the season has actually started,
Hmm.
given his comments. That's majorly it. It's just wishful thinking and hoping that the bulldozers in their midfield turn up because there's no Kovacic, there's no Rodri for City. So if there is a match to be won, it's in the midfield, and I trust the Newcastle midfield to show up against this Man City lightweight midfield. I say lightweight with very asterisk-minded words because the midfield doesn't even matter when there's somebody like a robot in front of you and Haaland trying to score. So again, if Newcastle are able to suffocate the midfield to make sure that City don't have enough of the ball, I think this could be even a Newcastle win. Uh, but I think at least a draw is possible.
But in
Okay,
that case,
okay.
like I know we'll move to the teams, but in that case, are you captaining Haaland or not? Others.
Yeah, I am captaining Haaland. I feel that they can score. There is
Especially
like
Burn is also
if
so
City
good.
had to score, yeah, exactly. There's no bone from an aerial duel perspective for Haaland, because Burn standing in itself can be a blocker for somebody crossing it. Uh, just that just that Haaland is in a great vein of form. He will score. He will eventually score. It's more Newcastle suffocating the midfield, and if Newcastle play a high line, then they're shooting themselves in the foot. If they don't, then it's going to be
What
quite
do you
interesting.
highlight? Now we will
No, if you want to
suffocate them.
suffocate, so that's the thing. That's what Bournemouth tried to do because they wanted to suffocate the midfield, which is why they pushed everyone together. Because Newcastle City have somebody like a Bernardo Silva, a Nico Gonzalez, who are able to get the ball, move around, get space, make space. So that's why they constricted it and made it more compact. Now the problem is not enough people are fast enough to catch up with Haaland if the ball goes over their head. So that's what they have to solve. Not everybody has a decent defense like Arsenal's who are able to stop that ball coming all together.
By
Even
the
then,
way,
even then,
by
Haaland
the way,
scored.
Arsenal just conceded exactly. Arsenal conceded a goal exactly on an out ball where Haaland just outpaced everyone in the
Exactly,
Arsenal defense.
correct,
Yeah,
correct. That was the
yeah,
only ball that went through. That was the
yeah,
only ball, and this is the logic of constricting it so that you're able to suffocate the midfield because there's no Rodri. So
yeah.
there is an option for them. So I am thinking Newcastle will pull something through. I hope it's a win. But if not, at least a draw.
Okay. All right. All right. Cool. Then we have Leeds Aston Villa. Seems like three different predictions here: 1-2, 1-1, 2-0. I think I'm just going with the fact that Leeds at home they have to get points out of somewhere.
Yeah.
This is the game where they go all in, literally. Aston Villa. I think it's just one of those teams where I feel there is like a somewhere there's a tiering of international players and how they perform during the break and how they do after they come back. Like, let's not call them world class, but the more seasoned pros in terms of international football, who play mostly for the rich six, tend to manage their game time along with their international manager in a much better way, and they are in a much better shape where there is like, you have a, let's say, in Enzo's case, there is the international manager talking to the club manager, both of them giving joint statements or talking about Enzo in the press conference before, after, and all that happens. But then for somebody like Villa, who have a bunch of internationals who go out and play, they definitely end up playing both games. The players are also such that they want to make their mark, especially with
Yeah,
the World Cup
exactly.
looming in the next summer. So they end up potentially being a bit more stretched physically and mentally. So I don't know how that will end up for Villa. So yeah, I mean this game can throw in a surprise, I feel.
I mean, a World Cup goal, screamer goal from the top of the box was what got James Rodriguez to Real Madrid. Let's be all be honest.
Yeah,
It is just that mentality. Like Enzo doesn't need to play out of his skin to get a big club move.
exactly. Yeah,
He is able to contain that particular thought. Whereas any other player, he knows that internationals, if he's able to show up in this particular stage, I'm very sure Troy Parrott is going to have people asking for him, uh, irrespective of how he performs in the next few
Chelsea.
games. Chelsea, ooh, another London boy.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, but
I
yeah,
agree.
this
It's
game
going to
can
be
throw
crazy.
surprises. Yeah, yeah,
I'm just hoping I'm going to start a road on because I have to. That's why I'm just going for the clean sheet. There's no other reason other than that. It's completely biased. It's completely wishful thinking. So let's see. And of the two goals, one of it is going to be Rodon. So yeah, that's majorly it.
as long as the other one is Goodmanson, I'll give that to you. Yeah.
Rodon just hits it and then full, completely FIFA-esque.
All right, Chimpy, thoughts on the game?
I don't know. This is again similar to the Fulham and Sunderland. I'm not sure what the scoreline will be. I think that okay, because it is at Ellen Road, Leeds will do well. But again, Emery is doing very good in few of his previous games, so it's a game to watch, but not from the FPL point of view. It's still both are literally confusing team to me. There's no single player who stands out. Yeah, even in like case of Aston Villa, whoever Embry subs in, they come and score. So let's see what happens. No,
Yeah,
very confusing game
fair,
from the result point of view.
fair, fair, fair. Okay, moving on to another potential game to watch. One of the big games of the week, Arsenal playing Spurs, with uh, deflating international break for Arsenal fans, with Calafiori first reportedly having a thigh injury. Arteta mentioned that he's still not trained, by the way, so it's
Yeah.
touch and go. And the biggest blow has come in the form of Gabriel Magalhaes being out potentially for a few weeks, is what Arteta has confirmed in the press conference. Yeah, I mean, I feel that's going to be a huge loss of just character on the pitch more than what he's as a player. Of course, like the player he has been has also been terrific, but I feel he's the leader of the pack in the back five for sure. Uh, it's going to be extremely hard few weeks for Arsenal. Yeah.
But one question, like you have a good bench strength now, right? Do you think it will impact your clean sheet odds, or will it be even without Gabriel?
So, Pranav, if I can go there.
Hmm.
So the difference that Gabriel brings is he pumps up the team. He is already an established leader, and if you look at the last 12 to 18 months, he's the man in the defense.
But
He's the
why?
one
Why? Like
who is
Odegaard will come back, right, within a game week or two. He,
he will, but it's more about see the culture that right now is at Arsenal is it starts from the defense. It starts that we are not going to concede,
mm,
and that mentality of celebrating a tackle more than a goal, and the pump and how pumped up he gets, and that is infectious across both to the fans and the players ahead as well. Seeing that nobody else is going to score when we have Gabriel in our team. Last
mm,
12 to 18 months, Gabriel has outplayed Saliba. Saliba was also injured, he was recovering. That's the kind of player he's going to replay, or whoever is going to come is going to replace. Now, I agree. We have Mosquera, who is good enough to replace him. We have Hincapie, who's great potentially. Now, the problem is the when the clutch moments are there, Gabriel is who we target or who we give the balls to, or we just float the ball in some area and the ball somehow ends up on Gabriel's head. It's quite magnetic, honestly. So in these kind of clutch moments, who steps up is the question that we currently don't have an answer to, especially when all our attacking players are not yet ready to come forward to play, or they're just coming back. Uh, Now it's going to be quite interesting to see who is going to be playing, especially given Calafiori is also not fully fit. So if it is Miles Lewis Kelly, then we'll probably go for a Mosquera because we want the aerial advantage. I know Hincapie is also tall, but it's just a function of having more security in defense because Miles also floats into the midfield. If that is the case, then we'll probably have to play Martinelli in the left wing as compared to a Trossard. So right now, that's the system that Arteta is playing. Where if Calafiori is playing, there's going to be Trossard, and if Miles is playing, there's going to be Gabriel Martinelli because of the legs that Gabriel Martinelli is able to give you. Now he has to figure out a system to work for the next few weeks, and these few weeks could be quite crucial and quite critical. Uh, so again, I'm hoping that we don't miss him as much. Um, it's going to be quite a few tough weeks, honestly, with quite big fixtures coming up.
Yeah, just for the record, Arsenal play Spurs on the weekend. They play Bayern in midweek,
Bayern, yeah.
which is touted to be potentially the two best teams in Europe on form this season.
Yeah.
Bayern having scored the most goals, Arsenal being the team that have conceded the least. So it's like unstoppable force versus immovable object.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially a nil-nil for all you know.
Yeah.
Uh, a drab game, but we'll come to that. Yeah, but just on this game, I think exactly like Gabriel brings a lot more to the team, more than the player ability that he has. I think all of us see Arteta being so animated on the touchline, shouting instructions from minute one to the very last minute of the game. I think Gabriel is the person on the pitch who translates that to his teammates, where it's the typical, like I would say, what you get in a schoolboy team or a college tournament, where there's that one person on the pitch who's constantly shouting, like,
Like
why
Rishabh in.
didn't you go there? Yeah, why didn't you go there? Why didn't you do this? Oh, come on, guys, we need to get in together. Oh, control that side, control this side, etc., etc. That's all Gabriel, right? So I think someone will have to play that role of getting the team together. I hope Odegaard comes back really soon because as part of the whole leadership group, then you have Rice and Odegaard and Saka on the pitch together, which is going to be
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
As for like just coming to the game, I know we have spoken very less about the game. Uh, I feel Arsenal are still like far more organized than Spurs, so we should have enough to
Yeah.
get through this.
Easy win, but
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I won't really count it as easy win. I think for a North London derby, form goes out of the window like any other big derby game. So I expect Spurs to come all guns blazing on this one. But I hope Arsenal have enough and more to see it through. I really, really want. By the way, I think one like caveat here on the game. I genuinely feel if Merino has to play the entire game as the forward, then honestly, I feel Arsenal might be in trouble
Yeah, 100%.
because they are
Yeah.
not able to stretch the defense as much. So yeah, I mean, the game is actually hinged on more than anything. It's hinged on Gyökeres being fit, I would say,
So
which
most
is
likely,
a player we have not spoken about at all till now. But
yeah.
personally, if you ask me, I think it's hinged on Gyökeres playing any amount of minutes.
So I think Gyökeres might not be fully fit. I really
Yeah.
hope that Arsenal go into a system where if Madueke is fit enough, uh, we potentially play some kind of a false nine situation or some kind of a tweak system where we have legs. Now I'm really sure we most likely will get a clean sheet, majorly because of the stat I previously said. Spurs are uh, for XG generated, they are 15th in the league as things stand, which is quite surprising for me, especially given the kind and also given the kind of injuries that they currently have. I think Kolomuani is still injured, or I don't know if he just came come back to training. Kudus has trained, which is going to be quite interesting given he's going to operate in the right wing. So who are we going to choose is going to be quite dependent on that. But again, I'm not really worried about the conceding bit because I think we can contain them. It's more going forward, and like you said, if it's Marino, it could be quite bad and may not be one of the more fun games to watch this season or this game week rather.
Okay. Okay. We'll wait and watch. I think I have taken a pessimistic take here slightly, with Spurs ending up scoring a goal just because of the fact that it's more the intangibles of Gabriel not being on the pitch, which might
Mm.
unsettle Arsenal. But yeah, we'll wait and watch and see how that pans out.
Last last shout is Eze is going to score, and we're going to see another cross. I've sold him already, but we're going to see a cross, especially given how he snubbed it. And I'm going to because the Spurs fans, how many ever 2, 3, 4 who are gonna turn up are gonna boo him. I think he's gonna turn up and he's gonna do some things this game. He's gonna make sure who they missed out on and rub it in.
All right. We'll see. We'll see. Last game of the game week, United play Everton. I know we have gone for a Man United win, and maybe I'd want to start off on this one. I just feel Everton have a great record at Old Trafford. And Chimpy, like, correct me if I'm wrong, if you have the numbers or others, if you have looked at it, but I just feel Everton somehow turn up right from going all the way back to, was it 4-4 when Fellaini had scored for Everton, where Rooney
Mm,
and everyone were in the team, and then
yeah, I think so.
under like Van Gaal and Mourinho and everyone, like Everton have just nicked points consistently at Old Trafford. So it's I don't see this being like a clear as day 2-0 win for United. It might end up being a 1-1, it might end up being a 2-2, or it might just end up being United nicking it in at the end. But yeah, it's tough than what people might expect it to be, especially United fans. But yeah, that's my take on this one.
Will be
Actually,
will be fun to see. That's all. Will be
yeah,
just fun to see. That's all.
Everton can score. Let's see. I think I might change this prediction.
I don't really think so. Again, I've been saying this for quite some time actually, regarding Everton and how they uh, like. I don't really see them potentially scoring as much because I don't
Because of
believe
the
in their.
forwards they have, Barry Beto both are not like doing well for the service they are
Yeah,
getting
that's the
from
thing.
Dye or
Correct.
Grealish.
Nobody is able to convert it. It's almost as if they have Calvert-Lewin back in their team
No,
just
but
because they can't
hopefully
convert.
like 2 weeks, 2 weeks to train and do some training or something. Hopefully they'll change that.
Yeah, yeah. For context, Everton have scored three less goals than they should have. Funnily enough, I mentioned about Bournemouth earlier. Bournemouth have actually scored 17 goals. They've scored three and a half or close to 4 goals more than they should have between their XG. It is that massive streak that Semenyo went between.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like with Everton, I mean, sure, I get the XG point and to what Chimpy is alluding to in terms of like the chances that are getting created. But I can't read too much into the XG because the strikers are just not performing. I mean,
Yeah,
unfortunately, not good enough is where it ends up being.
yeah, agree.
So,
Completely
yeah,
agree.
Okay,
cool.
more
All right.
teams.
Yeah, sure. That's it with the predictions for this week. Let's get to the teams for this
So
week.
yeah, you can just scroll
Yeah.
out.
And this is my team for the week. Let me just try to get this in one go. Yeah. All right. This is my team. I think dilemma for me right now. Gabriel is definitely out for a few weeks, is what is confirmed right now. So should I go for Munoz or Virgil van Dijk is my big question. Chimpy, others, your
How many
thoughts?
transfers you have?
By the way, I have just one free transfer and almost nothing in the bank.
Oh,
I think you have one of the most costliest defenders that there is. If you're able, uh, if you're able to profit book and get another defender, uh, it's more now you have to think of it this way. Are you playing for the next 3 4 fixtures, or are you playing for the longer period of time? Because Liverpool are going into this particular purple patch for the next, however, I think till game week 19. So
Yeah,
are you
I'm
gonna bet
clearly
on
playing.
that?
Yeah, I'm clearly playing for 3 weeks because next week I'm potentially again free hitting for all the right reasons. Yeah.
So if it's the next 3 weeks, basically Liverpool face Forest at home, West Ham away, Sunderland at home, and Leeds away. That's their 4 fixtures. As far as Crystal Palace is concerned, it's Wolves home, or rather Wolves away, United home, Burnley away, Fulham away. So three away out of four, and Liverpool is 2-2. Now you need to decide who is going to swing it for you. If you're just looking at those 4 weeks, 3 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I think Munoz is an exciting pick and it's exciting to improve yours.
I
So,
know what answer Pranav was going to say, but
uh,
this is
but
completely
yeah,
anticipated to that.
but if you like go by the data and the fixtures, clearly Virgil van Dijk is better. But if I would have been in this place and if I wouldn't like if I have Crystal Palace slot, then I'll go for Munoz.
I'm a Munoz owner, by the way. I'm very happy. Unfortunately, he hasn't yet scored. But have you guys seen
Yeah.
the goal he scored in the international break?
Uh,
No.
Oh my God! So basically, I think the opposition team either had a corner or a free kick. Uh, the ball got cleared to the left back zone. The left
Mm-hmm.
back put a hopeful ball up to the midline on the left along the left touch line. Luis Diaz picks up
Okay.
the ball. At that point of time, there is one player in the center who is trying to jog and come. Okay, Munoz is not in the picture. He is defending. Luis Diaz drags the ball till the corner flag, puts a chipped ball to the far post. Guess who's there? Munoz in the air does an aerial scissor kick to score. I'll find the video and share it.
Oh. Oh wow.
Beautiful goal. But I agree. That's why I wanted Munoz, apart from any other player. I'm just sending the video uh, to
Nice. Nice.
what
Nice.
a goal that was.
Fair, fair. And then just one last dilemma on the team. I think yeah, Voltemada has been on and off. Probably I shouldn't take a hit at all because the rest of the team looks okay, so to say. But yeah, should I just wait and watch and go into the next week then for the rest of the team?
or you can do like Cherky or Voltemada to someone and keep Gabriel anyway if you are free hitting and wait for him to come back by 14th and then take a call on Virgil van Dijk or Munoz, something like that. If you are
I don't
if
think
you
Gabriel. I don't think Gabriel is back before Christmas.
okay.
Like,
If you're like if you are okay with Cherky and Voltemada, then I think go for Gabriel replacement. If you feel okay, those are also equally concerning, then I think you can wait and play Goodmanson this week.
Sorry,
correct.
the Munoz goal was just 1 year ago. It was it was that's it was a Twitter that came in. Completely apologies to the 2 3 people who are
Got
watching the video.
baited. Got baited into random
Yeah,
news.
but again, it completely shows the excitement that I have owning him. That's all. Nothing else.
Okay.
Chimpy agreed to it, so I think Chimpy also watched the same video then
No,
from
I
1 year
thought
ago.
he is talking about the goal from the Premier League. That's why I started. Oh yes, yes, and then he said no, the goal in the
Oh,
No, no,
international
no, no.
league. So
Internationals, internationals.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, moving to Chimpy's team. Wow, Chimpy, you've benched Voltamada, you've benched Gabriel. What
no,
is
no.
happening? What are you doing?
So Gabriel, I want to sell. I want to get a United midfielder. Now I have two options. I'm taking a -4 for sure this week. I have taken only one -4 so far this season. I'm okay to take it this week because many of the players are yellow flagged and people will be okay
Mm,
taking it this week. So it's fine for me this week. So Gabriel will go out, King will go out, and Voltemada will go out. Voltemada will be replaced by Gui 4.2 forward. King will so now between King and Gabriel I have two options. I can get Bumo plus Virgil rather three options. Bumo plus Virgil van Dijk, Bruno plus 5.6 or below, or Cunha and Timber.
Okay. Having suffered through the pain, no Cunha, please
Okay.
avoid.
No, but because
Look the
Cisco
other way.
is out for a few weeks, that's
Tesco
why.
is injured.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
Doesn't
that's
why.
the point.
when that happened, when Sesko was out, Mason Mount played ahead of Cunha.
Yeah, yeah. That
Having been a
risk is
Cunha
there.
owner,
Agree. That risk is there. Yes.
let's not
But
look
when that
away.
happens,
Gone through it already.
but that when that happens, then Bruno's stat also go a bit low. So then I think Bumo is the best pick, and then
Yeah, yeah,
I'll have
Boomo,
to
like
go with
it's
uh,
just the ownership. It's just the ownership thing right now. If Boomo scores, uh, all the United fans are looking for a new shiny pony. Boomo is that shiny pony. If he scores, it's a massive red arrow for you if you don't own him. Uh, Now, one good thing is, of after 3 4 game weeks, you get an opportunity to completely revamp your team. Till then, bet on the horse that everybody is betting on.
yeah, no, I can
Ride
get
the wave,
Bruno
and
and
then let's see.
Konate also. So that's another option. Like I can get good defense also, and Bruno, who can I hold
Mhm.
on to then 21, 22. I don't need to transfer him out. That's one thinking. But again, from the like what I mentioned for Munoz, from game point of view, it's just good watching Bumo play. So I think yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
for him, and then I don't have money for
And-
Timber. Otherwise, I would want to go for Timber, and Califuri is injured, so I'll have to go for VVD.
Yeah. I think it's those are safe plays in my opinion. And you would be set for the next few weeks
Yeah,
at least.
but I'm excited for Crystal Palace match this game week. Having those three players feels awesome. Well, I just hope they return.
I'm telling you, Bridesmaid is gonna be ready and ready for you.
Yeah, and then another dilemma: shall I play Alderate or shall I play? Oh no, then I think I'll just play
Play Aldrete. There's no
VVD.
Fulham doesn't have a
No, I'll
striking
play Senesi
like.
and Richard for sure. Then third will be VVD only if I get him. Alderate will be on
Oh,
bench. Guardiola will be on
Oh,
the
you have
bench.
two free transfers.
Yes, two free transfers, so I'll take -4.
Damn, the planning guru. Nice, nice. Yeah, seems pretty sorted for you. But yeah, MBMO is the way to go. Yeah,
can't you? So
really.
just a question. Oh yeah, you want Mbuemo as well. Got it. Got it.
Like
Makes
any
sense.
United mid, but yeah, as you said, Cunha, I thought because of the squad, but then yeah, Mount is there, so it's between
No, no.
Bruno and Bumo. But yeah, I think Bumo with the lower play
Yeah,
that's exciting of watching him with etc.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
All right, others. What's happening with your team?
So I will update first on what I did. I've already done my two free transfers and a hit. I removed Ezra, I removed Kudus to get
Hmm.
Mbumo and Potts, and I also
Hmm.
sold Bowen to get Mateta in. So I've already done those transfers, so I'm on a -4. As things stand, again, this is a screenshot before today's pressers, which is why Enzo is currently flagged. But Enzo's flag has been removed. I think Maresca confirmed that he trained and there's no issue for him. So right now, in case Semenyo doesn't play, I would have Potts coming on, which I think is a decent bet, honestly, majorly because Potts, if he's fit, he's going to get DEFCON. Over the last 2 game weeks, he had gotten it, and currently he has a dead leg. So I have my first bench sorted. I'm gonna bite my tongue and hope Gabriel doesn't fall too much, and hopefully these guys lock his price, given that he's injured. So I'm not going to lose so much value as well. Again, FPL towers we can't really trust. So they'll do what they want to do. So that's what I'm currently doing. And if I get an inkling that Semenyo is not going to play, then I might potentially think of
But
uh,
why do you think that? And you know, it's not a first game, so will not get leaks. Just think he will play. Why to take -8?
yeah, I'm not inclined to, but just in case, just a thought. But who do I get? It's just Gabriel to VVD or somebody like that. I would rather want to see one more game week of Liverpool and then decide. Because I was actually in my next week, I was actually planning for getting Soboslai in for Enzo because Chelsea's fixtures are slowly going to turn, not that madly, but they have what, Arsenal home, Leeds away, and Bournemouth away,
Yeah, right.
Everton home, Newcastle away. It's going to tighten up quite quickly. So I was actually looking forward to that Soboslai swap rather, but unfortunately, given the Gabriel injury, I may have to take a hit next week as well just to shore that thing up. So yeah, let's see. That's where I'm currently at.
Have you already
Because I
used
can't.
your free hit? This.
No. Free hit. I'm currently planning for game week 16
Yeah, yeah. Arsenal
mostly.
versus Wolves. Yeah.
Yeah, majorly because yeah, I want to target that fixture. And if I'm not wrong, that week also doesn't have any kind of Champions League or any other midweek.
No, there's a
Uh,
midweek now. I think, every
okay.
till
But
Christmas
yeah,
or
I think
something.
Arsenal will have the Carabao
Carabao
Cup.
Cup. Yep, yep. Carabao Cup
Carabao
is
Cup.
there.
So that's going to be slightly less rotation as compared to a
But it's, I
Champions
More
League.
think,
rotation
Crystal
for the team. Yeah.
Palace, right?
Yeah,
Every.
yeah, in the main team.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So again, that's why I don't want to. I want to use my triple captain next week on Haaland probably.
Nice. Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
it's a good
I
one.
was I was actually thinking of game week 16 Gabriel triple captain, but unfortunately he got injured. Otherwise, I would have definitely gone for that.
I'm thinking
Just
game week
to
16 Saka triple captain. Some
very
potentially.
interesting.
Let's see.
So that's going to be a painful one. All the best for that.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I
All
think
right, all right.
we've come to the end of it. So thank you, and looking forward to an exciting week of Premier League football. It's good to be back.
Yes.
Yes, I can't wait for more red arrows. My team is going to be back on the beach like I am on this background.
Okay, okay.
Okay, on that note, thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye everyone.